Conflict is something every human being encounters. It comes in many forms: an argument with a loved one, a disagreement at work, a misunderstanding with a friend, or even an internal battle between different parts of ourselves. Most of us have been conditioned to see conflict as something negative, something to be feared or avoided. But from a Buddhist perspective, conflict is not inherently bad. Instead, it is seen as a powerful opportunity to grow in awareness, to soften our hearts, and to understand the nature of suffering, not only our own, but also that of others. The Buddha taught that suffering arises from the three poisons: craving or desire, aversion or anger, and delusion or ignorance. In conflict, we often see these forces at play. We crave to be right, to be understood, to have control. We feel aversion when someone challenges us, hurts us, or disagrees with us. And we are deluded when we fail to see the full picture, when we cannot perceive the pain or confusion behind someone else's actions. Without mindfulness, these poisons take over our speech, thoughts, and behavior, creating more pain rather than healing. This is where mindfulness becomes a foundational tool. In Buddhist practice, mindfulness is more than a technique. It is a way of being. When we are mindful, we do not suppress our emotions, but we do not allow them to control us either. Instead, we observe them. We watch the anger rise. We feel the tension in the body. We notice the story we're telling ourselves about the situation. And in that observation, something powerful happens. Space opens up. In that space, we find the freedom to choose a different response, one that aligns with peace rather than perpetuates suffering. The Buddha once said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law." This teaching invites us to break the cycle. It asks us to respond to hostility, not with more hostility, but with understanding, patience, and most importantly, compassion. Compassion, in Buddhism, is not pity. It is the deep recognition that another person, just like us, wants to be free from suffering. It is the willingness to see beyond someone's actions and into their humanity. One way we practice compassion in conflict is through right speech, which is part of the Noble Eightfold Path. Right speech encourages us to speak truthfully, kindly, and at the right time. In the heat of conflict, words can become weapons. But when used with mindfulness, words can also be medicine. Before speaking, we ask ourselves, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it kind? Is it necessary? If the answer is no, we pause. This is not silence from fear. It is silence from wisdom. Equally important is our intention. If we enter a conversation with the goal of proving someone wrong or protecting our ego, the outcome is almost always more suffering. But if we enter with a genuine desire to understand, to heal, or to bring clarity, even difficult conversations can become moments of deep connection. In this way, conflict becomes a doorway to compassion. We can also bring the practice of metta, or loving kindness, into conflict resolution. When we are angry, hurt, or disappointed, we can silently repeat a few phrases in our heart. May this person be free from suffering. May they be at peace. Just like me, they are doing the best they can with the pain they carry. This doesn't mean we condone harmful behavior. Compassion is not passivity. It is strength with softness. It allows us to stand firm in our values while still seeing the other person's humanity. Let us not forget the ego, often the most invisible force in conflict. The ego wants to be right. It wants to win. It wants validation. But in Buddhism, the ego is seen as a false self, built on stories, attachments, and fear. When we are caught in ego, conflict becomes a battleground. But when we let go of the need to be right, we open the possibility of true peace. Ask yourself, is this about truth or is this about my pride? Often, letting go of ego feels like defeat, but in reality, it is liberation. It frees us from the exhausting need to control everything. There are also times when the most compassionate action is to step away. Buddhism teaches us that not all situations can be resolved immediately. If someone is unwilling to listen, continues to harm, or violates our boundaries, we do not have to keep ourselves in their presence. Non-attachment includes releasing the need to fix or change others. Sometimes, walking away is not giving up. It is choosing inner peace over outer conflict. It is a way of saying, I care about you, but I will not abandon myself in the process. Another important reminder is that conflict is not always external. Often, we are at war within ourselves. We may feel guilt, self-blame, or inner division. The same compassion we offer to others must also be directed inward. Can we speak to ourselves with kindness? Can we forgive our own imperfections? Can we sit in silence and offer ourselves the same loving awareness we offer a friend? In Buddhism, the path begins within. Peace in the world begins with peace in the heart. Ultimately, conflict is a teacher. It shows us our triggers, our attachments, and where we still have work to do. It offers us a sacred space to practice what we have learned, to embody the teachings, not just understand them. When we handle conflict with Buddhist compassion, we are not pretending that everything is okay. We are facing difficulty with an open heart, a clear mind, and a deep intention to reduce suffering, not escalate it. So the next time you find yourself in conflict, pause, breathe. Remember that the person in front of you is human, just like you. Remember that every word you speak has power. And remember that true compassion is not weakness. It is the greatest strength we can cultivate. May we all learn to meet conflict not with fear or aggression, but with clarity, courage, and compassion. In doing so, we don't just transform our relationships, we transform ourselves and the world around us.